Get ready for your weekly dose of pixie dust with Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePaoli.
And I'm Patrick Dougal.
And today, guess what, Patrick?
We have a whole lot of news.
We have so much to talk about!
Big surprise there.
You know what's so funny is people have actually commented on this. When I do that thing, though, we have so much time. I don't know why. People think I sound like Kermit. And I'm like, I get it, but it's not my intention. In any case, before we jump into our Frozen of the Week, I want to mention, folks, we have a cool little document on our website, DisneyCoastToCoast.com. It's called America's Hidden Mickeys, and it's some really cool, unique places around the USA, Disney-related, that are awesome. So go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com and find out how to get yourself one of those awesome documents. Other than that, I think we can jump into Frozen of the Week, yeah?
Let's do it.
I want a theme song this week. Give me a theme song.
It's Frozen, it's another week.
Yay! I like that. That was good. So Frozen of the Week, what do you want to start with?
Well, let's talk about Walt Disney World. We've talked about this a little before, but now it's officially kind of been announced and the things are joining with, the holiday celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Christmas is coming up already.
Halloween hasn't even happened, folks, but it's Christmas at the Disney parks.
Yeah.
There is snow on the castle at Disneyland.
It happens.
It happens.
But, of course, Frozen is a huge part of Christmas this year. They're making a big splash into, all the Christmas celebrations, specifically over at the Magic Kingdom with, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Instead of what used to be Cinderella's Christmas Wish for the past couple of years, where, they let Cinderella wish the castle look like her shoe, and so the fairy godmother comes out and puts ice on the castle. That has now been changed to, I think it's called Frozen
Holiday Wish.
Yeah, Frozen Holiday Wish.
That's the show, and then they have a Castle Dreamlights as well.
Yeah, but I think the Frozen Holiday Wish is replacing Cinderella's Wish, which is the at dusk when they light the castle.
Do they do that once a night? Or
They do.
Okay, so here at Disneyland, they actually light the castle like 3 or 4 times a night, and it's not on like the schedule. You have to kind of just know, and you can ask cast members and stuff.
Yeah.
It's always done right before the fireworks, but it's done several times throughout the night.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then it snows after.
It's usually at dusk, maybe around like 6 or so. If it's during a Very Merry Christmas Party, it might be only available to Very Merry Christmas guests at that time, but they do it every day, so if it's not a Very Merry Christmas Party, then normal guests can.
And is it on schedule?
I believe it's at like dusk.
Okay.
It's usually 6, 6:15, 6:30.
Okay.
But yeah, it's usually on the Times Guide.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, here it's always like, you gotta kind of figure it out for yourself.
Interesting.
It is interesting. Because I'm always like, when the heck are they lighting the castle?
Yeah, so Elsa's gonna be icing over the castle this year. And then for Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas Parade, they are adding Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf into the procession.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
Yeah, and it's kind of stuff. I gotta say, folks, this whole Frozen of the Week is I feel like it's coming close to an end, because this is now like the second week in a row that it's kind of news we've heard before. Yes, they have solidified the news. Also, there's a little bit more news, but Frozen news. But before we move on, I just want to mention, you mentioned the Christmas parade at Walt Disney World. Mm-hmm. So the Disneyland parade, as you know, we have our Disneyland Christmas parade here. I called up and I was like, hey, when are you guys shooting it for television for the Disney Parks parade on Christmas Day on ABC? And first of all, they wouldn't tell me. They were like, oh, we consider that to be, what do they call it? Not special magic, but happenstance magic, or it's just something that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
they'll announce the dates for Walt Disney World and like get a sign up list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have to sign. It's not like if you want to be on the parade route, it's kind of a sign up list. However, they don't release those till like maybe mid-November.
Okay, well, here they normally record, I feel like, early November. Like first weekend in November. And I've been there on the day, just by happenstance. And so in any case, this year I was like, let me call and find out when they're going to be shooting it. Wouldn't tell me. And so I asked some friends who are cast members, and come to find out, the rumors are they're actually not shooting it this year. They're going to just use old footage, at least from Disneyland.
Of the parade.
Okay. And then they're going to have like some pop performances in front of the castle or whatever. But like the parade stuff, sounds like they're not shooting it this year, which is a major bummer. I'm kind of bummed.
We'll see.
I hope my friend was wrong. We'll see.
Anyway.
Anywho. Also, Frozen News of the Week.
Well, also, I just want to mention, also in Epcot, for the Candlelight Processional, Jonathan Groff is going to be narrating on December 3rd and December 4th, who voiced Kristoff. So,
Boom.
That's another Frozen tidbit.
Nice.
And then on November 16th, they announced that Frozen is going to have a 2-hour special episode.
Once Upon a Time, not Frozen.
Oh, yeah. Frozen Once Upon a Time.
We've gotten to that point where we're just calling Once Upon a Time Frozen the TV show.
Yeah, Frozen the TV show. It's going to have a 2-hour special episode. They're still going to be doing, it's not like they took 2 episodes and combined them. There's still going to be a 22-episode season. There's just a 2-hour special, so we'll see what happens there.
I guess ratings are going pretty well for November sweeps. So that's cool. I think that's the Frozen news of the week, right?
Yeah,
cool.
that's it.
Can we have an outro theme song? I can't remember what your intro one was like.
My intro? You don't remember? My intro is so classic, guys. Frozen news of the week.
Okay, so the exit one is now, that was your Frozen news of the week.
Yep.
Ding!
We need to put a sound effect.
Ding!
There it is.
Cool. Anyway, folks, we have been going on a journey around the Disney parks, talking about their Halloween extravaganzas because this week is Halloween, folks!
Even though we just talked about all things Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. We talked about a lot of Christmas stuff, but now this week is Halloween. Happy Halloween to everybody. Hope you're going to be enjoying the holiday. I certainly have for about a month and a half now.
Yeah.
As have you, Patrick.
So much Halloween.
And we've kind of hit on a lot of the Disneyland stuff. Disneyland is the one place we haven't really dedicated an episode to yet, but we've spoken a lot about it just in conversation about the other parks. But I do think there's a few things worth mentioning. First of all, Mickey's Halloween party is sold out.
Yeah.
Doing really well.
It's been sold out.
Yeah. Sold out. But one of the things that they do in Disneyland, more so than Walt Disney World, I believe, is we have a large Hispanic population down here, so they actually have a Dia de los Muertos section in Frontierland. They kind of just decorate it with all the skeletons and stuff. So that's something Halloween-y that they got going on there that's kind of unique. Also, the Halloween tree. I've pointed this out to you before. I think it's really beautiful. I'm normally against the whole Halloween decorations that look like Christmas decorations. It drives me crazy. I'm just they're two separate holidays, folks. We don't need orange lights. But now I'm completely contradicting myself. I love the Halloween tree. It's in Frontierland. It's very close to the Golden Horseshoe. And actually there's a little plaque there or a sign there that dedicates it to Ray Bradbury's book called The Halloween Tree. And it's just really I don't know, it's just classic fall. I
believe it's also a movie too.
I remember somebody was trying to make it a movie, because a friend of mine who works for a production company was trying to get the rights to the book or whatever. If they made a movie, I'd love to see it, because I read the book maybe last year or the year before, and it's very classic Halloween.
I believe there's a movie.
I gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Cool. Also the Happiest Haunts tour. We did not do this.
No.
But it's available for $80. Of course, more money. Yay. But, it's just, it sounded mostly you get to cut the lines for some of the rides and they tell you some stories and stuff, but.
Yeah, you get a little tour guide, which is your ghost host, and they take you around and you get a little treat.
Were you with me when I was talking to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And he was staying in character or something?
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. And, and of course, when you do tours, folks, you tend to get pins at the end, so I'm pretty sure this one gives you a collectible pin and such too. So those are some kind of unique things. And of course, we've spoken a bit about the Halloween Carnival.
Yeah, over at Big Thunder Ranch.
Big Thunder Ranch. And they have the Pirates League. I don't know if we've talked about this at all. Do you know about this?
They actually, I was reading about this.
Started in Florida, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like here it's a seasonal thing. However, Pirates League is an all-day, everyday thing over at Walt Disney World.
Is it at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique?
No, it's over by Pirates of the Caribbean.
Okay.
So I was interested to see how it kind of comes and goes here when it's kind of just a permanent thing over at Walt Disney World.
Cool. It's I think it's a lot cheaper than the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. This is between $30 and $35, and they call it an interactive pirate experience, but really it's dress up.
Yeah,
is what it comes down to. So that's kind of cool. Maybe we should do that. Let's go get turned into pirates.
I think there's still an age limit. No, actually, I've seen parents walk. It depends. They may who have to have a kid, but they.
We'll adopt a kid for a day.
Yeah, but you go in there, you get, you pick a little pirate, just like Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, you pick an area, and it's not just for boys either, kind of market it towards it, but girls can do it too. You do a ghost pirate, a regular pirate, you get a little pirate sash, some costumes, so.
Awesome.
Don't have to be a princess at Disney.
Nope, you can be a pirate.
Yeah.
Cool. One other little thing, when you think Halloween, you think Haunted Mansion, and of course we have an awesome Haunted Mansion experience here with Haunted Mansion Holiday, but there is a little rumor about the Haunted Mansion I wanted to bring up. Apparently for the 60th anniversary, there's rumors that the Hatbox Ghost is coming back.
Which would be awesome.
That'd be pretty cool. If you don't know about the Hatbox Ghost, go ahead, Patrick, explain.
Well, the Hatbox Ghost was an animatronic that was added, like, way back when.
Was it their opening day?
It was their opening day. Okay. And I think that was it.
Never worked.
Yeah, the animatronic, apparently you're supposed to see his head, and then his head is supposed to go away and appear in the box that he was holding. And it never worked, so they kind of just took it away.
But it has become very, like, infamous.
Yeah.
You hear about it a lot.
Yeah.
Haunted Mansion fans definitely know about it, and so yeah, they're talking about. I mean, the technology we have today.
Now it could
pretty sure they can make it work. So the rumors are 60th anniversary is coming back.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. So hopefully, I think that's it for Halloween stuff at Disneyland. Unless you really want to talk about the Halloween Carnival or anything else that we've.
No, I think we've hit upon it. Yeah.
Cool. In other news, moving on from there, since there's a ton to talk about here, there's just some exciting Marvel news, which excites you.
Yeah, if you haven't been following it, the Avengers 2 trailer came out, and it's a very funny story how this got released, because apparently this past week they announced that the trailer was supposed to premiere in front of, or during, ABC's S.H.I.E.L.D., which is another Marvel show, and then couple hours later, it just happened to leak online. Not an official trailer at all, just kind of a poor quality one. And Marvel noticed this and kind of tweeted about it. They're like, oh, well, now that a not so great copy is out there, we'll just put the real one out there. So they uploaded the actual Avengers 2 trailer in high quality to their YouTube channel, and that's how it got released.
It would be kind of fun. I bet you, like, if they had still waited the week, that terrible version probably would have gotten a ton of views. And the official one would have come out and it would have like, yeah, I've seen this
Exactly.
already.
I think that was smart. I mean, if you have...
I actually think it was handled very appropriately, and I feel like in most cases it wouldn't have been handled that well. It probably would have been like, become like this huge legal battle, and I'm sure they're looking into how this happened.
Yeah.
But it's, I thought it was handled really well. And something kind of cool about the trailer is this whole, Pinocchio, I've got no strings thing that's going on, because they take that song from Pinocchio, I got no strings to hold me down, and do like a creepy version of it, very similar to what they did with Maleficent and, Once Upon a Dream, yeah. And here's the thing, I don't know enough about it does it fit? Like, does I've got no strings fit to whatever? Okay. It felt a little forced to me. But that's someone not knowing about it, especially like at the end where that last, was it like the Iron Man character?
It was Ultron.
Okay, Ultron, who is, it was Ultron. Yeah, I know Ultron, big fan. He's just like, I've got no strings. And I was like, on me. And I was just like,
that
what?
Was terrible.
I've listened to it once. I watched the trailer once. I have no idea what Ultron's like. He's a Transformer as far as I'm concerned. But it was kind of cool. I love these dark, twisted versions of the songs.
Yeah.
I want like a full album of them. A compilation album of dark Disney songs redone. It's cool.
Well, besides the Disney song, the trailer looks amazing as well. If you're, of course, a Marvel fan, everyone's been kind of freaking out about it, so I'm excited.
It's been a while since the first one, right?
2012.
Okay, so it'll be like close to 3 years when it comes out?
I believe 2012.
Yeah. Anywho, other Marvelish news. Marvelish. I love it. Other Marvelish news. It sounds like marvelous, but it's Marvel-ish.
I got it.
That was completely by accident, but I'm going to run with that.
Okay.
Other Marvelish news. Guardians of the Galaxy, which we all love, has a really unique, cool thing happening where they're releasing their soundtrack, which has already been released on CD and downloadable and all that stuff, but on cassette.
Yeah.
Because, as we know, if you've seen the movie, that is like a big prop in the film, and they're releasing it on cassette November 17th, which I think is cool, but at the same time I'm like, how are people going to listen to this?
I have a cassette player in my car.
Oh, I do in my car as well, but I think it's a rarity.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm curious.
I think it's just a novelty.
Totally it's not... But if you're selling it for, like, I don't know, even like $10 or something. I don't know. Would you buy it?
I'm not gonna buy it.
I just thought
but there are definitely some people who are gonna buy it, and of course, it's just a novelty thing.
Yeah, it was apparently number 1 on the Billboard charts, not the cassette, but just the album in general. And so yeah, it's doing.
So why not?
Speaking of albums, oh my goodness, I'm dying. Into the Woods. Into the Woods on December 16th is releasing a 2-disc deluxe edition soundtrack.
Woo.
Patrick, don't get too excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited about this. There's a bunch of Into the Woods stuff that happened this week, but I'm excited about the soundtrack for one reason. First of all, I don't think I'm going to enjoy the vocals nearly as much as the live show because the Broadway singers are better from what I've heard. I'm just excited to hear these orchestrations with a huge orchestra. That's going to be amazing. Like, even just in the trailer, when I hear that orchestra playing the music, it's amazing. So I'm excited about that. But also, there's a featurette release, which I believe you saw. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Still not?
To me, the more I see of Into the Woods, the more I'm not excited about it.
I'm the complete opposite. If you listen back to our early episodes, I was very, very, very wary of Into the Woods being such a diehard fan of the stage show. I'm just getting super excited about it. There's definitely things that, look, I love Meryl Streep. Don't write in saying I'm a Meryl Streep basher. I love her. I don't think she's a musical theater performer. I find it very interesting that she keeps getting cast in musicals now. You did hear a little bit of her singing in this featurette, and I immediately was like, oh, not a strong voice. And you need a strong voice for that character, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I think she's great for acting the role. I'm just not thrilled with her voice in it. The one thing that's weird to me is the images of the wolf that we're seeing. And I believe earlier we kind of discussed, we were hoping they wouldn't show him.
Yeah.
Until we saw the movie. And they showed him.
And it wasn't a big reveal.
And he doesn't even look like a wolf. Can we just say that?
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a man, like he looks more like a werewolf because he's very human looking.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, you want the likeness of Johnny Depp still there.
I guess so. But I don't know, like he looked like a man dressed in a zoot suit with wolf ears. Like, that's kind of what it looked like to me. But, yeah, it's weird. Entertainment Weekly has 4 different covers of Into the Woods, so if you're into that, check them out. It's pretty awesome. I'm excited. I love how uninterested Patrick is in this conversation.
Like I said,
you gotta see it.
I'm gonna see it. I'm just not as excited as you are.
Are you gonna watch the Broadway show?
Probably not.
Come on.
Anyway, moving on to Disney Animation.
Mm-hmm.
They announced this kind of. I mean, I've read about this kind of back when Frozen first released that the next Disney princess was going to be this new princess called Moana. Now,
is that how you pronounce it?
That's how everyone's been.
Oh, interesting. I've been saying Mona.
No,
Moana.
I've heard Moana.
Interesting.
So, apparently this movie was slated for 2018, and recently Disney Animation came out and said they're pushing it forward to 2016.
It scares me.
So, there was supposed to be another Disney animation picture called Zootopia that was slated for 2016. So, I believe that is now getting pushed back.
I've heard there are problems with Zootopia.
So Moana's getting pushed up. Basically, it's about this South Pacific Islander girl from Oceania, which is, everyone's talking about Lilo and Stitch and how this is going to be like a Hawaiian princess, but Oceania is really around like New Zealand and Fiji. So it's kind of the same, but kind of not necessarily Hawaiian.
Here's my concern. Not once has it been mentioned that it's going to be a musical.
Oh yeah, it has.
It has?
Yeah.
Thank God. Oh, God, I'm so relieved. The article I was reading had no mention of it being a musical.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, this has to be a musical, please. Like, I was really concerned. Oh, I'm so happy.
No, it's always...
Okay, who's writing it? Is it Menken? Tell me it's Menken.
I don't think it's Menken.
Okay, well, that's good news. I'm very excited to hear that it's a musical. I was not aware of that fact. So thank you. Thank you. You made my
You're
day.
welcome. But basically, the main plot of this is she's a... this is back... I think they mentioned like 2,000 so years ago, so back in the past.
So she's dead now.
Yeah. Oh, so sad.
A long time ago.
But she is basically this navigator, explorer, sailor, really. And she is on a mission, of course, as all Disney princesses are, to do something. And she comes across this demigod called Maui, and joins her on her journey, which we'll soon find more information.
Maybe this will be some opportunity for Awalani to do something with it, too.
But not, like I said, not necessarily Hawaiian, but South Pacific.
Just the name Maui made me go, oh,
yeah.
Well.
But if you want to check out some concept art, they do have some very early concept art, but looks like we'll sing a new Princess musical in 2016.
Yay for Princess musicals! When's there going to be a Prince musical? Not like Prince the artist formerly known as, but just like a Disney
Well,
Prince.
you can contact Disney about that.
I'm going to go knock on the door. When we finish today, I'm walking down the street and knocking on their door. Cool.
Well, we mentioned so many new things coming
Yes.
to the parks and film and all this stuff, but a lot of things are going away.
A lot of things are going away.
As usual.
Yeah. It was confirmed. We spoke of this last week, I believe. The Sorcerer's hat at Walt Disney Studio, or Disney's Hollywood Studios, excuse me, is officially going away.
Early 2015?
Yeah, which, here's the interesting thing. After thinking about it a little bit, it's officially been longer where the park has had that hat than it hasn't had the hat, which is unbelievable to me. The thing that made me think of that was simply the fact that, once again, like Maelstrom, little surprised at the mixed reactions. I'm personally excited about this.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I like the idea of having that view of Grauman's Chinese Theater as you walk in the park. It's not that I disliked the hat. It was just a weird placement.
Oh, yeah.
Very strange placement. And of course we spoke of the reasons about it, about Disney didn't have the rights to use the image in marketing and such of the theater. So it made sense. I guess some laws have changed or something. I mean, I'm sure they know what they're doing and something's changed that's allowing them to remove it. But I'm excited to officially hear that it's gone, and I'm sorry to those of you who are sad to see it go.
One of my biggest pros to this is the fact that fireworks at Hollywood Studios might be a lot more easier to view, because I know if you were going to watch, especially like Frozen fireworks, or anytime they did fireworks at Hollywood Studios, if you were pretty close to like the stage, that hat blocks all the fireworks.
Yeah.
And with that gone, I mean, the Chinese theater is pretty big, but nowhere near as big as the hat was, so.
Do you think they'll put a stage in front of the theater now? The stage was temporary, but like semi-permanent.
Yeah,
right?
no,
it was there a lot of the
there was
time.
always a stage during like special events, but that was like right in front of the hat. Okay. So I mean, they still have the opportunity to add stages for special events. Yeah. But I mean, anytime there was the Star Wars weekends, or even the Villains Unleashed, they almost had, and even Frozen during the fireworks, they had like a mini stage show too. So it was kind of, I go up front and see more of the stage show and miss the fireworks, or stand back and see the stage from far away and then view the fireworks. It's kind of like,
I have the perfect answer.
Pros and cons.
Go twice.
There you go. Or you can just get rid of the hat.
Yeah, or get rid of the hat. I'm excited about it. Like I said, sincerely sorry to those people who are sad to see it go, because I know what it's like to be, hello, honey, I shrunk the audience. Tear streaming down my face right now.
That happened.
But
while everyone was like going crazy over the removal of the hat, they also announced that Jack Sparrow, the legend of Captain Jack Sparrow,
it's going
of walk through, sit and watch, ride,
stand and watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, we spoke about this after my trip, what was this? Oh my God, like last February or whatever it was. And I was impressed with it. It's definitely one of those things. It's definitely a temporary, show, but the technology in it was pretty cool. Here's the thing. I'd rather have something like that there than a store. So it's all going to depend on what they decide to put in there.
There's always been before it was Legend, it was Chronicles of Narnia.
I remember that, yeah.
It's that space has always held a temporary attraction.
You think there'll be something Frozen?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, that's my guess, is something Frozen.
Or maybe like a fourth track for Toy Story Midway.
That could be true, too.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, that's right next door. So.
I know. And I was going to say, I'm pretty sure they're right next to each other. So, yeah, so that's going away. If you haven't seen it, it's been there since 2012, so it's been a couple years. Go check it out if you haven't seen it yet and you have the opportunity. Otherwise, you won't see it. But it's all right.
Yeah, some really cool projection technology.
Speaking of things going away, this is kind of going away, not really going away. Glow at the Show, officially gone. Make way for Made with Magic.
Yes.
This is replacing Glow at the Show. Now, if you're not familiar with Glow with the Show, they basically sold, the Mickey ears that lit up, and they were programmed to react and light up certain ways during, I think the initial thing was World of Color.
World of Color.
That's what started it. And then it became Fantasmic here. I think Fantasmic in Florida. Anything else in Florida?
Wishes. And then the Celebrate the Magic projection show.
Oh, okay.
And then during Christmas, the Osborne Lights.
Oh, okay. So you guys had quite a few Glow with the Show opportunities. So here's the thing. If you remember when this premiered with World of Color, the video that they shot was awesome. Because what they did...
Everyone had hats.
Yes. What they did was they had an annual pass holder event, and they gave every annual pass holder those ears. All of them watched World of Color. They shot video. It was amazing to watch the entire crowd's ears in sync with the show. Very cool. Never seen it like that since then.
Nope.
They were $25, I think, so they're not cheap. They're very uncomfortable on your head because you've got a giant battery pack on your head with a sensor or whatever it is. And it just didn't... And the biggest problem, because I have a set, and I remember watching Fantasmic, and I just placed it on the ground in front of me so I could see it react. Because if it's on your head, you can't see it.
It's basically for everyone else around you.
Exactly. And so, that was disappointing. I'd always want to give it to a little kid in front of me and be like, here, put this on. I'm taking it back after. But, so that was a major flaw, I think.
Yeah.
Just never took off. So, the response is Made with Magic, where I didn't realize this. In fact, we were in the park yesterday and I said to you, we saw some Glow with the Show ears. I'm like, they're going to have to get rid of these soon. These will be on clearance. They're actually still selling the ears as part of Made with Magic. So, same product. But also they're going to have a Mickey glove, a Minnie Mouse headband, and a magical wand. Okay,
so they're going into this was almost the same thing over in Tokyo, I believe they have the same technology. But it is, usually wands and maybe those light up spinny things, so where you can actually hold it and view it yourself instead of just on your head.
Yeah, so now 2 of the 4, the wand and the glove, you'll be able to see. Once again, Minnie's headband, same problem with it. It uses the same technology as Glow with the Show. One cool thing though, the wand interacts. You can change the other thing. So, say you were wearing the Mickey ears and I had the wand, I could do something with the wand and change what's happening on your ears.
Okay.
So it's kind of Harry Potter-ish.
Ish.
Yeah.
They're changing the name, but it's Glow with the Show with more products.
It's Glow with the Show with more products, yeah. Pretty much. So, that's kind of cool. I think that's exciting. But, speaking of things, I guess going away or getting updates, Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
In Florida. You're getting the upgrade, which... Yeah. I gotta say, I know what they did wasn't that huge in the ride here at Disney California Adventure. I love it with the updates. That Under the Sea sequence takes on a whole new life to me.
Yeah, basically what it was, if you don't remember, is in the Under the Sea section, it's pretty... right now it's, in Walt Disney World, it's pretty bright. They have all the lights going on, and you kind of see...
You see everything. You see the ceiling of the attraction.
The lighting rig. And what they did over at Disneyland is they blacklit that whole section. So it looks like early 2015 they're going to be closing Little Mermaid for a bit and blacklighting that section as well.
Yeah.
So I'm excited that even though these rides are still fairly new, they're still doing updates to them.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
I wonder if you guys are going to... We had heard rumors about a big Ursula finale in the attraction, which we didn't get here at Disneyland. I wonder if they're going to do it at Walt Disney World or if it's going to eventually come to Disneyland. I don't know. But I would love to see a big...
From what I've heard, it's going to be such a short time. Short time, so I doubt it.
Cool. Speaking of things happening
New things
at Walt Disney World,
yeah.
This is exciting and interesting and genius all at the same time. Move it, shake it, dance and play it, as Patrick calls it.
My side to pie.
My side to pie. This took over, or this is a reimagining, I guess you could say, of, what was it called? Move it, shake it, celebrate it. Which was called...
My Side Kai.
My Side Kai is now My Side to Pie. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And so, here's the thing. It is absolutely genius, because the entire purpose of this show, parade, street party, whatever you want to call it...
It's a street party.
...is social media bizarre.
Yeah.
Genius. I watched the show online. I didn't like it. I think it's genius.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
From a marketing standpoint, yeah.
Genius. Folks, what they do, first of all, here's the one thing I hated about the whole social media thing. Mickey has a cell phone and is taking selfies of himself.
Yes.
Very out of character. I don't like that. I feel like...
Out of character, Mickey has a cell phone, 100%.
Sure, I just don't believe he takes selfies.
Oh, of course he does.
There's a lot of times the character takes on whatever situation he's in. Here at Disneyland, he plays the drum in one of the parades, and I'm like, did Mickey ever learn to play the drums? Like, so I'm probably take it a little too personally when it comes to Mickey, but I don't know. There's something about him snapping selfies of himself that I just found very out of character for him. But it's genius because the people on this street party, they have performers with microphones encouraging people to take pictures and hashtag it and put it on Instagram. Mm-hmm. And of course, to really encourage you to do it, guess what? They take some of those photos and they put them on plasma screens on the floats, and now you're part of the parade. Genius.
Yep.
Patrick, genius.
Genius. Now, did you also notice, the old My Saikai dealt with, like, a bunch of, like, Disney Channel songs and whatnot. You can actually vote for the songs during the, show as well. And they're normal pop songs, almost.
One was Happy by Pharrell and some other songs.
So, yeah, most of the songs are normal, like, top 40. It's not just all, like, Disney Channel original music, which I know you miss because you loved that Hannah Montana song.
Well, I loved the song, but I didn't realize it was Hannah Montana, so I loved that, hey, come on, but once I learned it was Hannah Montana, it definitely took away some of the magic for me. Oh. I hated the music in the new parade. Not the pop stuff, but like the original music. Mm-hmm. It sounded like something from Tokyo. And speaking of, apparently... When Can I See You Again is from Paint the Night, was also part of Move It, Shake It, Dance and Play It. It sounded very foreign to me. I don't know, did you like the music?
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, but
it's a very interactive show now from what it used to be.
Truly genius. And I do, it's all reused floats from Celebrate It. The characters that pop out of the tops now are more classic. It's Mickey and such, whereas before it was like, the Mad Hatter and some kind of random characters that popped out. So I like the character choices. I didn't love the show. Same costumes and stuff though. Yeah. But very impressed.
Yeah. It was a good update. I mean, it wasn't too much, but nice change.
It was genius.
Speaking of genius.
Go ahead. Are you talking about me?
No. I'm talking about the genius inventor Hiro Hamada and his, trusty sidekick Baymax, who premiered at the Tokyo International Film Festival. It's our first glimpse of the Baymax character, and I know you really liked him for one reason.
Because he blinked?
Yes.
Oh my god. Well, first of all, I actually liked him for a lot of reasons.
Because he's actual inflatable.
Yeah, if you go back several episodes, my fear, not fear, but I had always assumed we were going to get Baymax in his armor from the film. Simply from the standpoint of it's an easier costume to build. Wanted him to be inflatable, wanted him to be soft and, touchy and all that stuff, but it happened.
Yeah.
We get awesome white inflatable Baymax who blinks his eyes.
At least blinked his eyes at the Tokyo International Film Festival.
Fair enough.
Let's hope
that
it's the same exact style that we will see him at the parks.
You know what would make me flip out? I would be I feel like you right now. I'm so excited about a character meet and greet.
Yeah.
I would be... If his hands lit up,
what I think would be amazing and really easy, because they kind of do this over at Universal with the Transformers characters, is he has a very computerized voice.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to make voice commands for him, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know if easy is the word, but doable.
Doable,
absolutely,
yeah, definitely.
The technology exists. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited about it. I was watching the video and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then they just get a close-up of him blinking, and I was like, oh my god.
And John Lasseter gives him a hug, and it's really funny.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like, oh, this makes it real.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I'm excited for when they come to the parks. Hopefully very soon. They still haven't released a for sure day. They're still saying mid-November, but...
I know. What's going on with that? It's crazy.
The movie is coming on November 7th, so...
So, yeah. That's awesome. Anywho, I think we're running out of time, of course. Guys... Of course, there's always more stuff to talk about, but we're out of time, so go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, check out our blog, check out the out of time section, there'll be more there. But, how about for now, trivia?
Yeah. Well, recently you mentioned, We talked about My Sai DePai and My Sai Kai. And, kind of got into my trivia question, but we'll ask it anyway.
I'm not going to know it. No, I know what you're going to ask. So who pops out of the gifts?
Yeah.
Okay, there's Mickey.
No.
What do you mean?
No.
Mickey pops out of the top.
No, he doesn't.
I'm sorry. For Celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the new one.
No. In My Sai Kai, there are 4. Besides the regular MC floats, there are 4 presents where characters popped out of. You named one, which was Mad Hatter. But there are 3 other. They're pretty random characters.
Is one the genie?
One is the genie.
Okay. I keep wanting to say a boo. I know it's not a boo. I know.
One of them's...
Is one of them Clarabelle?
No. One of them is actually the only time you'll see this character in this...
Is it Roger Rabbit?
No. I've never seen him anywhere else.
Any hints?
Little Mermaid.
Oh, Sebastian.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, he used to be... I remember him in all the parades and stuff when he first came out, but you're right. You don't see him as a costume character anymore. Sebastian... Okay, so Sebastian, Mad Hatter, Genie, and... Oh, goodness gracious. You're gonna say it and I'm gonna be like, I know I've seen this show. Give me a decade.
90s?
90s, okay.
Classic.
90s classic. Oh, Lumiere?
Yes.
Okay.
So Lumiere, Sebastian, Mad Hatter, and Genie popped out of the presents for My Sai Kai.
Nice. And now it's Mickey.
Now it's classic.
Mickey, Minnie. Is it Goofy Pluto or?
I believe so. I didn't really look close.
Chip and Dale are down on the ground. I know that. Yeah, the video I watched, the guy was definitely obsessed with Mickey.
So it's definitely more the classic characters. I think Phineas and Ferb joined them with Stitch. And
they're on there. Cool. Good question. I like that one. We were speaking earlier of Moana, which is being directed by Ron Clements and John Musker, who are basically royalty at Disney, because they directed 3 other classic Disney animated films. Can you tell me what they are?
Little Mermaid, Aladdin.
You kind of mentioned it earlier.
Princess and the Frog.
Yeah, Princess and the Frog.
Haha.
There you go. Those are the 3. So hopefully, God, that's a lot to live up to. Well, the first 2 anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for us this week. Folks, thank you for listening. We love the fact that you listen to us, and we love you for listening. And, of course, interact with us. We're everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Everywhere. Go to DisneyCoastToCoast.com, and you can get links to all of that fun stuff. And you know what? I'm really curious about people's opinions about the Sorcerer's hat at leaving Disney Hollywood Studios. So leave a comment for us on YouTube and let us know what you think about that. And other than that, I think we'll talk to you next week.
Yeah, happy Halloween.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.